What a difference a year makes, right? Americans are embracing travel now by planes, trains, and automobiles. Even Steve Martin's getting out there in numbers that we haven't seen since the start of the pandemic. More than 37 million people are on the move compared to 23 million at the same time last year. ABC's Ty Hernandez has more.
With more than 50% of adults in the U.S. now vaccinated, life is slowly returning to normal. The daily number of COVID cases plunging nearly 70% in the past 6 weeks. Americans are traveling for this Memorial Day holiday in numbers not seen since before the pandemic.
2019, the best year we've ever had here is in gray. Last year, 2020, obviously became the worst year we've ever had. Now 2021 is right here in the middle, and we're growing back towards 2019 levels.
Across the U.S., more than 37 million people on the move, up 60% from last year.
With the vaccinations that have been happening, I feel like the travelers are coming back.
We're going to go do the needle and the museum.
On Friday alone, TSA checkpoints screening nearly 2 million people, breaking the single-day record for travelers in more than a year. But across parts of the Northeast, businesses hoping to kick off the summer season have been hit with cold, wet weather.
It is absolutely disappointing. Absolutely. We look for this for the whole year.
Vaccines continue to be a key part of moving past the virus. Younger Americans are helping increase vaccination rates. More than 2.7 million 12 to 15-year-olds have received their first shot, making up about 10% of vaccinations over the last 2 weeks.
The sooner we get to herd immunity, the quicker this whole pandemic and the lockdowns will be over.
Meanwhile, new details about what led up to President Biden's request that his intelligence community further investigate the origins of COVID-19. ABC News learning that after assessing the data already collected, it became clear to Biden and his top officials that a large amount of information had yet to be fully analyzed. Ty Hernandez, ABC News, New York.
And now here's a look at the COVID-19 vaccine rollout in the Show Me state. Missouri has administered 4.5 million doses. Nearly 42% of Missourians have gotten at least one dose, and 34.5% of the state's population now completely vaccinated. We'll get new numbers from the state later on today. Kansas will update its numbers every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Employers can now legally offer incentives to employees to get the COVID-19 vaccine. That's according to the federal government. The Equal Opportunity Employment Commission says that employers are not prohibited from offering incentives for the vaccine, and there's no limit to the size of that incentive. In December, the EEOC said companies can legally mandate all employees re-entering the workplace and new hires to be vaccinated for COVID-19. The only exemptions are for disability or religious reasons. One metro spot is already doing just that. The Kansas City Zoo announced earlier on this month that it will require new hires to get the COVID-19 vaccine. An attorney we spoke with said that the employers could be liable, though, if an employee has a bad reaction. The zoo won't fire current employees who don't get the shot, but will not hire someone new who refuses. As the country marks the unofficial start of summer, many are planning for a vacation for the first time in more than a year. But that trip could come with an extended wait time at your destination. KMBC 9's Aixa Diaz in our Washington bureau this morning digging deeper into an international worker shortage.
Matt, this time of year, the hospitality industry relies in part on seasonal workers from other countries, but the pandemic has made it difficult for them to travel to the U.S.
Beach destinations like the Outer Banks in North Carolina are ready to welcome tourists, and they're ready to hire summer staff.
In a normal season, we have 40 to 45 employees, and I've got 13 as of today.
We had the people last year. This year we have no restrictions, but we don't have the people.
Some businesses say they're struggling to find employees, including workers they normally hire from other countries.
There's tremendous interest abroad among internationals to come to the United States. The challenge is getting them here.
Every year, about 100,000 international workers come to the U.S. for the summer, but the pandemic halted that. Even though a Trump administration ban on certain visas due to COVID-19 has now expired, the application process still isn't back up to speed.
The big challenge with processing visas right now is an undercapacity of American embassies and a huge backlog of these applications.
Groups like the Alliance for International Exchange are calling on the Biden administration to expedite the process by waiving the interview requirement for workers, establishing criteria to lift travel advisories to and from certain countries, and using COVID-19 tests and vaccines to determine who is safe to travel.
That would be following the science. Then we could individualize the threat.
In the meantime, that shortage of workers could be seen and felt during your summer vacation.
I do hope that everybody is understanding that there is a staffing shortage. Lines are going to be long.
We're going to try and keep everybody fresh and happy and working hard for us.
Those businesses are also concerned about burnout among the staff they do have, with those workers trying to cover all shifts. Some restaurants are even considering cutting back summer hours or even closing a few days a week. In Washington, Aixa Diaz, WGL News 8.
Well, studies show that foreign workers contribute more than $1 billion to the U.S. economy. The State Department says it is trying to move quickly with applications while still adhering to COVID-19 safety protocols at embassies and consulates. And companies right here in the metro also struggling to find workers. More than 60 companies set up shop inside Arrowhead Stadium last week, all in the hopes of hiring thousands of workers. The Bureau of Labor Statistics reports that the Kansas City Metro's job growth has outpaced the U.S. national average, but it's still far below pre-pandemic levels. And now managers in several different industries are looking to hire on new workers.
A year ago, we were looking more at essential industries that were doing the bulk of the hiring. But right now, since all of the restrictions have been lifted and the economy is booming right now, it's opened up a lot of different types of jobs.
Wednesday was one of the largest job fairs in our area since the pandemic started. Job News USA plans to hold another big job fair this July at the Overland Park Convention Center. One spot you can apply for a job right now is at the Spring Hill, Kansas Aquatic Center. It's opening today at noon, but it will have limited hours because of a lifeguard shortage there. The center also says they will be enforcing a capacity limit. For a full list of hours and to apply for a lifeguard position, just go to springhillks.gov. It's one of many pools opening up this weekend. The newly renovated Roland Park Aquatic Center opened yesterday. The $1.6 million renovation includes a lot of new features for swimmers like new slides, a climbing wall, a splash pad, and more. Day passes are $6 for Roland Park residents and $8 for non-residents. But the Adventure Oasis Water Park in Independence has pushed back its opening date to June 2nd. The city says the cooler temperatures mean the water is still too cold to swim in. You can still get tickets to the park, though, on the city's website.